Hello, everybody. So I am going to present my brochure today. And let me go ahead and put it in presentation mode. But I focused on two main components, which we will figure out in a second once it decides to fill up the screen. So they are cells and organisms. So I'm going to begin by putting myself in the corner over here, but the title is Functions of Living Systems. And then I focused on the two questions, what are cells and then what are organisms? And so this is going to be my front cover, and then I'm just going to continue on. I plan on this being like the back. So this being the back of the brochure, and then this being like kind of also the back of the brochure. So the first thing is the comprehension check. So after the student reads through the brochures, the links, the videos, everything like that, they would come here. And it just says answer the questions below on a separate sheet of paper. And then number 1 is list 3 types of organisms, give an example of one thing cells can do, and what are the 5 basic needs of a living organism. And then right over here, I just titled it Discover More About Organisms and Cells. And then I gave them 2 really awesome links to check out if they want to know more, and I would encourage them to do so as well. And then I found a video down here that dives into what it looks like for cells underneath or inside a cell, and so they get to explore that further. And then here are my resources for the actual content of the presentation of the brochure. So over here, we're starting with what is an organism. An organism is a single cell life form, such as plants, humans, and animals, and I assigned pictures to each one for just like a memory tactic. And then facts about living organisms in the middle over here, they usually have 5 basic needs. So air, water, food, energy, and shelter. And this actually ties into one of the links that I assigned them with. They'll get to dive more into that and figure or discover more about what that looks like. And then over here, I titled it, Let's Talk About Cells. And basically, cells are the basic unit of life, and every living organism is made up of cells. And I inserted this picture of what a cell looks like so they have a reference. And then what are a few things cells can do? Provide structure to the body, take nutrients from food, and turn nutrients into energy, which, as you see, all the content I covered in the previous questions. So once they read that, they're good to go on that, and then the resources are just for their benefit. And now for the 2 activities that I would do for this, I actually did this in one of my classes in high school. We made shrinky dinks, which, if you don't know what a shrinky dink is, it's basically plastic, and you draw on it with like Sharpie and things, and then you can put it in a toaster oven, and then it shrinks the plastic down, and then it makes it into like a harder material, and then we turn them into keychains. So we made cell keychains. And so the video that they're going to watch that I assigned in the brochure, they talk about different layers of it. And so I thought that'd be cool to make like a shrinky dink part of it. And then again, to tie in with what the actual brochure says, we can just talk about like how like the steps and the cells things can do. So you can really turn anything into like a shrinky dink, and it's like a really cool thing that they can carry around. But I just referred to the video on that one. You can also do that with like living organisms. You can make like several keychains and then stack them together, or anything like that. And it's really a good hands-on way to remember and learn about things like that. And then another activity I would do would be to just make a diagram themselves, so they can say like plants, humans, and animals, and like what are their basic needs, or they can make a diagram of cells. So those are all fun activities that they can visually see what's going on, as well as hands-on experience that they have. So that is my brochure, and thank you so much.